Greetings, Jedi traders. David here of TradingFibs.com to bring you the technical outlook for week 51, 2017. Hey, Jedi traders, as always, please seek financial advisement when trading with your money, as these videos are for educational purposes only. Support your knowledge in the market. See what's going through my head on any given day or week. Always make sure you have a solid trading plan and always manage your stop when placing a trade. All right, week 50 gone and out. What a week. Contract rollover. Again, you can catch the weekly 50 recap here with its intraday charts. Always be ready in both directions. But overall, that's what we're here today to take a look at the trend, make the case for both sides of the market. Sure, there are those out there that say it's quite overextended, and there are those that are just ready to continue to keep rolling in the big picture. So it's up to you how you're going to manage your long-term versus your short-term. Again, short-term, this is what we're here about. Futures intraday, see where the current trend is. But let's go ahead and let's wrap up last week's quick. Little bit of consolidation there still on the RTY off its all-time high. We could see the volume after the prior week was actually decreasing. Contracts again rolling over on the platform in week 49 and week 50 here, as most of the volume now, or all contracts have rolled over, and we're now in the March contract. Big gains in the week on the NQ. Here's the 60-day moving average. So markets not really climbing way above that here on the ESYM and NQ, but reaching those all-time highs again here on the NQ. Nice move on Friday. Again, a lot of tax reform news out, so you put that all together, and you got yourselves still a very strong uptrend market. YM, a little bit of a struggle here towards the end of the week, as Disney Fox also making a merger there. But YM with an open gap set at the beginning of the week, and ES with an open gap still down here at 26.43. So overall, markets finishing pretty strong upside over across the board, except there on the Russell, not as much. Take a look at the ES Weekly again, indicator S&P 500 futures here. Market action still moving up. Here we got the short-term MMLs. Really can't go any smaller here. As again, I mentioned that week after week. You know, just another projection as markets make new highs. This is just one indicator. You can use Fibonacci extensions or projections to see levels, but MML, nice. A little bit closer time frame to see where might be a little bit of that resistance or consolidation. Again, prior, this was a little bit of consolidation, some MMLs, and as price continues upwards, our MML targets continue upwards. So big picture are the lines that extend all the way out here, so you can see back, maybe a couple years ago, our levels were already extended up here, but paying attention to the short term, we're still in a move. This is a 13-month uptrend that we're looking all the way up here still to these levels, but we're still in a strong uptrend. So ES, no pulling back here as of yet. Moving average still continue to be in trend after that support, the 50 MA back in November. For week 50 here on the daily, again, a little bit of a pullback here, the 10 EMA, and then gets a nice move up on Friday's session. And to follow up, there it is on the SPY as well. There's your weekly Heiken Ashi bar, solid in trend. Short-term MML here, looking up here to 269.53, all the way up to 271.48. Bigger picture up here, 273.44. On the daily, you can see, again, we had a little bit of that pullback to the 10 EMA, also on the ES futures, 10 WMA weighted moving average. Again, very small frame here at the high. Short-term MML for the week inside the bigger picture. So the breakout play is looking for the SPY to break up above 267.58, which would get up to these weekly levels, perhaps all the way up to 271.48. That would put us at both the reversal on the daily and weekly. But let's look for 269.53 on the breakout. Anything pictured to the downside will start to obviously look to break the 10 EMA, look to break the MML support, and then we'll start testing numbers like the 50 and the major support and resistance. Okay, let us roll into the supporting ETFs. I look for momentum in the market. Taking a look at the VTI, Total Stock Market Index. Again, a very strong week, week 50. As again, the MML is very small there on the daily, like the SPY, but we're up there at MML resistance. So there's the case to start to look for, is this it? Is this the line? Well, I'd like to see price action break up into the resistance zone. And then what I'd like to start seeing is candles coming down that will give me the top confirmation that we could have a good substantial pullback, or at least a major correction. At that point, for 2017, I don't know if it's going to happen yet. Again, geopolitical landscape could always change that. But for right now, trends very strong upside, still holding upside. I got MML still up here, looking at 139.06 on the total stock market index here. And again, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Be patient. We can't always call the tops on the markets. FFTY, IBD fundamentals, something I like to watch here. Price action again on the weekly. Hit that overbought, hit the short-term MML. So another indicator starting to lean. Maybe this could be some consolidation or pullback as price action really stuck between the 10 and the 50 on the ETF here. Starting to make a move. This is what we're looking for, either on the SPY or any of the indices. This is a correction. This is exactly a great picture. This, to me, is starting to show what would be at least the beginnings of a pullback, if not a correction. So we're looking for exactly that picture, break up into the resistance zone, and then we get some trending bars downside, and then we're not looking for exactly the top number. We can't call that, but we could start to say once price action broke back below this resistance, that's exactly what we're looking for. So I want to just emphasize that. Take a look at that picture right there. That's what you want to see on your charts that start to indicate the bigger picture pullback. Till that point, I'm not calling it yet. But here on the FFTY, nice move to the pullback. So that might lean towards one side of the market in a possible correction coming into at least maybe 2018. All right, taking a look at the FDN. Strong week on the technicals, still upside, strong move. So we're going up to that resistance levels up there and up to 112.50. That's on the weekly. So got to maintain the uptrend momentum on the FANG stocks ETF. All right, on the other side, the dollar still struggling. Bigger picture on the dollar index ETF here, still moving down. Again, there's the this week price action pullback and bounce back up on the weekly as we have been. So any dollar move back up, we're looking back up to 24.61, 24.51 on the short-term daily, which would put us back up here into the resistance that we saw back here in November. But bigger picture still very consolidated, very much messy. But the bigger picture is still maintaining downside underneath the key moving averages, which tells me dollar ETF still coming down. Finishing out the week also on the Bitcoin. Bitcoin still making the big news as we pushed up here to 18,000. Bitcoin, CME Bitcoin coming out futures this week, starting here on Globex Sunday. Look it up here to 18,750 all the way up to 19,375, and I might as well ring that 20,000 bell. So lots of interest. Watch your news releases. Watch the volatility. Again, if this is something you're able to get into and want to interest in the futures, make sure you read up everything you can. But right now, trend definitely. There's no question about it. Technical momentum still to the upside. All right, there is week 50. So again, you could catch that on the recap here. Let's get into the charts for week 51 as we start to take a look at the open gaps here. Bigger picture, furthest down gap right now to close 1405. So again, if you go back to that picture that I just had with the FFTY, let me pull that up again one more time so I can't clearly emphasize. That's exactly the pullback scene that we're looking for, setup, technical momentum on the chart. So that's exactly that will start to look. If we start to get, for instance, on the futures or IWM, ETF, starting to pull back, or on the index, if you're watching the Russell, RUT, we're looking down to 1405 as one of the key levels that we'll start to look for, including other MMLs and moving averages. But keep in mind, markets tend to close, will always close eventually 100% those open gaps, which I do post each week on the Technical Momentum Outlook. So you want to make sure you check out those lower levels. Overall average has been pretty good here for December, but we're in consolidation, so keep an eye, 1562 upside. Again, we saw on the charts as NQYM and ES all popping up here to new all-time highs. And as the IBD philosophy says, the higher go higher, and that's exactly where we are. Keep in mind, any pullback, we'll always go back and retest these open gaps as well. 6307 on the NQ, closest one. 423 on the YM, and 4375 on the ES. All right, taking a look. Let's Let's go ahead and run through the charts. Let's take a look at let's start with the RTY here. Price action on the RTY. We got the, let's see, that's not, we don't have the 5 minute. There we go, 100 tick chart. Let me make sure that, it should have lined up. Yeah, all right, 100 tick chart, we're good. Price action again. Consolidation in between the 10 and the 50. You can see here on the range chart. Daily picture still at the MML high, so all the way back up to 54.7. 46.9 will be the, again, a number that we're looking up here between 46.9 up to 54.7. Any continued uptrend will look to hit that all-time high, and then we'll go ahead and redraw the MML high for the a shorter-term MML. For right now, keeping the levels as they are. Again, I'm calling for the consolidation here, but any move up higher, retest the highs and these upper levels up to 46.9, 54.7, and current trend is definitely in an uptrend here. We could see price action bouncing off the 50 MA. Taking a look at the NQ 60 minute, we want that on a daily. There we go. Price action on the daily, looking up here to 65.43, going into week 51. 65.62 on the weekly, so that's way up, a little bit nicer push up here. That would be the nice weekly target for the NQ here as momentum continues to hold upside after that bounce in the beginning of December twice. A little consolidation here. NQ makes the breakout. Tech industry holding up strong into December. All right, there's our NQ. Taking a look at the YM. YM again making little moves up here as the let's get to the higher time frame. There we go. Price action bounces off the 10 EMA here in the first 2 weeks of December, holding up strong. So 25,000. Yep. I'm sure the market would love to ring that bell here for 2017. So 25,000 will put us both on the daily target. So we need the breakout up here of the reversal 24,805. So watch for that. Again, at this point, it's not about jumping in. It's about looking for pullback opportunities and then managing on the way up. So current technical trend definitely still moving upside to those upper MML levels. Taking a look at the ES here. We got the daily 13-month uptrend still moving up. Need the breakout 26.95 to get up to that 734. I'm not sure we're really jumping up there that quickly, but we're getting up in here to a tight time frame on the MML shorts. Can't go any smaller than that. So any breakout 26.85, I'm going to call it. We're going up a little bit higher, maybe 2,700. Again, we find that support continued off the 10 EMA. A little bounce back here off the 50. Got to go back a couple weeks. But price action continues to hold upside. So momentum clearly in the green on the ES. All right, taking a look at the two other indices that we'd love to follow here, including the crude. Again, big picture on crude remains bullish for the most part, but a little bit of consolidation here for end of November, December. We are holding at the MML high, so target upside 59.38 to 60.94 on the weekly. So again, we're going from MML high to low, which we did, so I'm looking back upside to 57.81 as we continue to hold 10 above 50 above 200. So bigger picture on the crude, still maintaining bullish structure. Want to get that price action back above that 10 and look for all green on the 100-tick chart here. Gold, on the other hand, continues to be in a downtrend. I'm still calling for gold downside. I know there are those that want to see gold back up. Short-term, daily, we're off the lows here. Watch for the major support resistance into week 51. Any break of 12.65, 6 upside, we'll look back up to 12.81. A little bit of consolidation there. We're holding here at major support resistance. So for now, it's a stall. Anything deeper, look for that 11.87. 10 under 50. Waiting for that 50 to dig under that 200. And you definitely got to confirm a downtrend that's probably going to hold on the gold. So right now, current trend, at least in a pullback, but holding. Anything lower, there's your levels, 11.87.5. Anything back upside, watch for 12.81, which would match just above the 50, or at least test that as well. Other indicators supporting moves in the market this week. We have transports, industrials. Again, you want to see that match. Any move in the market together when the industrials and transports are in sync, market's going to move up, and that's exactly where we are. A little bit of pullback here on the shorter term MML. Look for maybe transports to maybe test here on the moving averages. 10, 185.94 down to 184.77. Any move back up on the transports, we're going to go back up to these MML highs and watch for the sync with the IWJ there, the ETF for the industrials. Also, watching the NIAD, NICE advancers and decliners, you always just want to make sure they're in sync, and that's yet another indicator for momentum to hold upside in the market. All right, there are the charts. Taking a look, and let's jump into economic calendar for the week and other key events. We're looking at housing data coming out this week. We got GDP on Thursday. As we start to roll into that seasonal, that's right, I'm probably going to diminish off through the week as we roll into the end of the year. We got GDP, we got personal income here on Friday, as well as consumer sentiment at the end of the week. Global, we got France, CPI, and GB. Great Britain, England, BOE announcement as well. Q3 earnings, Nike fiscal, Q2 Micron fiscal, Q1 highlights of the week, and FedEx. Reading off here of the technical momentum outlook, indices futures are now all in the new contract as CME launches the Bitcoin futures. All right, so where is the uptrend technical probability still holding? Again, if we go back to the charts, taking a look here, key moving averages in sync on all the indices. Indices remaining at their all-time highs. We continue to go higher. VIX average low is holding under 10. We got the IWJ, we mentioned the IWT, all in sync upside. The NIAD momentum upside. VTI momentum is still upside. Total stock market index. We got the dollar momentum still downside, and FDN, the ETF for the QQQ, for the most part, still holding in strong upside. Downtrend technical probability, we still have open gaps downside that need to be filled, so you got to look at that as always a turn in the market. Price action pushing at those MML highs. Those shorter term levels are condensing. I can't go any higher, so that could be possible resistance as well. FFTY, also consolidation, as we saw the downturn from the MML highs there as well. McClellan advanced decliners indicators struggling to maintain the uptrend, and the Bloomberg Commodity Index not pretty right now, down 5% since early November. Most equity index charts showing some weakness in what some say is still an overextended market, but you know, big picture guys, retail data has been pretty good. We have tax reform, and that might just be enough for 2017 to continue the momentum upside. Bottom line, JasonKelly.com. Bears are suggesting active management over index fund for this difficult market ahead. Two problems. The market's always been difficult, and they get it wrong in the past, so probably will get it wrong again. So your best bet for the long term, great strategy, JasonKelly.com. Just look at your portfolio 4 times a year. Did you make more than 3%? If you didn't, move it from one account. Very simple strategy. If you made over 3%, move the excess over to the bond account, and vice versa. Makes it an easy trading strategy. I recommend you check it out. For the intraday trader, you just got to be ready in both directions. For the swing trader, ETFs is a great strategy. Just continue to manage from the, if you're obviously in an uptrend, continue to just manage your stop, always looking for the pullback, but just momentum remains upside in this Jedi Trader's current outlook for at least the remainder of 2017. All right, Jedi Traders, that is a wrap for week 51 outlook. I want to also make a shout out here to a new IBD ETF Leaders Index. The ticker was LDRS. So just its inception here. Check it out if you're interested in following the ETF sectors leader. Another way to get invested in the market. That concludes the insights for the momentum this week. Feel free to stop by here at tradingfibs.com. Lots of good information on any of my social media outlets to obtain more information. My mantra, one simple strategy: any chart, any market, any time frame will keep you disciplined. You can find me every day on Twitter here at Trading Fibs, as well as Stock Twits every day. I leave the crystal ball to the experts. I am only watching what's in front of me and on my charts, and I leave my bias at the door when trading. All right, Jedi Traders, also check out, if you're interested in those MMLs, you can go here to the educational page. I got some videos there on MMLs, and if you're interested in ETFs still continuing to build up, some indicators to show more information on positive trend. Again, a work in progress there. Upcoming in January, Infinity Futures. Check out the not the champion. We just had the championship, actually. I didn't look up the results. But Trading Challenge, actually, Investor. We'll show it next time, guys. I don't remember the website here. But again, an opportunity for you to get involved in a trading simulation with Infinity Futures with the championship at the end of the year. Actually, now I do. Live Trading Challenge. Let's go ahead, check out the there we go, livetradingchallenge.com. Let's see who the winners were. There it is, leaderboard. I believe that's it. December 18th, 21st. Oh, they still have a couple more days, actually. So still open there. There's the first place through 7th place. Nice numbers there. So an opportunity to get involved. Again, here I am included as a certified coach here for the Live Trading Challenge. So I'll be go ahead and doing a webinar on a new type of chart that I did not post. Actually, let me get it up here for a second. Let me see if I can open it up. Let me see here. I'll go ahead and let's see. There it is. Give me an example here. Here we go. Caveman chart. There it is. All right. Nice. Again, if you go back in time with where I started all these intraday, which eventually has now become an extended outlook for daily and weekly, this was a simplified trading strategy crossing over an 8-period moving average and looking for at least a half a point or at least 5 ticks break out above the previous bar. And nice trading tool here to show on the charts if that indicator has been met. And simply, for some of you like going in and out, that can be a 1 contract, it can even be a 2 contract strategy. Again, you're just looking for the in and out. Might be just somebody who wants to make $100 a day on the ES. This could be a useful strategy. So something coming out. Again, not changing any strategy here at Trading Fibs. Again, we're looking for those longest extended moves as we see here intraday. There's a great picture. Nice picture here on Friday. Trading session. Solid body tails down. Solid body tails up. All indicators up in the green. And that's exactly what we're looking for on an intraday pick and to ride it up. Nice break holding above the VWAP. But for those who are just looking for that move, again, similar move here. Another great way to remain in the trade. But if you're just looking to get in and out, strategy there for you. So check that out in January. I'll have more information as we move ahead. All right, guys. We're a little bit over my time here. So if you're interested in joining us like-minded traders in our room, feel free to email me, David at Trading Fibs. You can join us any Thursday or Friday to view the live chart setup as they happen in a day. So for all of you, my name's David at TradingFibs.com. Have yourselves a wonderful week. Have yourselves a solid trading week, and have yourselves a Blue Zone day. If you don't know what that is, check it out, bluezone.com. And for the rest of you, have yourselves a good day, a good night, and good trading to you.